That's what time it is. Come on in. Bring a friend. Let's go. Ms.V is back. Yeah, she had a rough day yesterday. But it's all over now, okay? When you live right and you stay prayed up and you do the right things, he will take care of you. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all gonna believe me after a while. hmm Yeah, you're gonna have some trials and tribulations, but trust and believe. Not in me, not in man. Man ain't gonna be there for you. The tough times. He might be going through tough times himself. Who he gonna take care of? Self. What is that? The first law of nature. Yeah, come on. We got stuff to talk about this morning. I don't fear you. I don't fear nobody. Can't. Been through too much in life. Be worried about fear, but that's what's on my mind this morning. That's what I want to talk to y'all about this morning. I want y'all to be in a place like I am, where it doesn't matter. Well, good morning, AT. How you doing? Yes, I heard what that psycho said. Oh, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't had no phone to hear nothing, AT. So it matters not to me what she said. That's her talking, okay? Uh-uh. I ain't seen no YouTube yesterday because the phone wasn't working. And last night I finally got some air. And baby, I got that shower in nice air condition with some lights on. After I get that meat off that grill and ate, baby, I went to sleep until this morning. Yes, I did. So y'all listen to the psycho. I ain't finna listen to the psycho. I thought I don't fear you. This was about it. No, ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't seen nothing. To know nothing. And don't care. Let her say what she want to say. Just like I'm finna say what I want to say. Bad it happened to be about me, and thank you for coming in. Nobody. Maybe that's why it played on this morning. What's up, J Powell from New Zealand? The title of your live today is I Don't Fear You. That's correct. Don't fear nobody, is what I'm saying. Didn't I say that when I came on? That's what it said. That's what I meant. And it was from the storm yesterday. I don't fear nobody because of what I'm going through or what I've been through. You with me? Come on in. Oh, that's my baby daddy. Let me get up from here and show my baby daddy his son. He finally came over here to see his child. Hold up just a minute, okay? Hey, Frida, that's right. Now, you can't fear people in life. I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to tell you why. Okay? It's many reasons why people do and say what they do. They are afraid, not you. Look, legend. Here we go. There go your baby legend. What it says. I need my space. He done got grown now, legend. That's what he said. He said he needed space this morning, so I gave it to him, the whole bed. You can have it. Not gonna let him bother me. I don't fear no baby gator. Okay? Now, back to me. Okay. Yeah, it's funny, legend. Your son is something else. Good morning, my Carla. How you doing, sugar? Living in fear is very toxic to your health. I'm glad you see that because when I get through talking to you about it, hopefully everybody see it like that. Frida said, amen. And so we're going to get on with it because, you know, Ms. V got things to do. I got a dresser drawer that me and my new neighbor, my new girlfriend, Danielle, the one that's got my new friend now. I don't need to fear nothing. God always send me what I need. We training Bruno. I become grandma and auntie. I don't know what I become. But Bruno gonna come out here and see y'all today. I went down there to get him this morning. Bruno was asleep, baby. Because he had a rough day yesterday too. Animals are very sensitive to weather conditions. he wasn't liking none of this stuff going on. So he was up all the night before and all day yesterday. So this morning he getting his rest. Looking like his pappy. Ha! I can't with no legend either. What's up, my Edward? How you doing this morning? God bless you and the family. And he has, and he did. And all the family's doing well. They got a lot of rain and stuff over in Louisiana. That family over there is doing well. All this family here in Texas, they doing well. Tasha never lost lights but a little while in her area. So Miss Margaret, somebody asked about Miss Margaret on the comments last night. And I'm sorry for that live, y'all, but that's the best it would come in. I mean, we had just got lights back. I was lucky I could even come out here and tell y'all I was all right. Hey, Miss Sonia Day, good morning. Um, but Miss Margaret is fine. I haven't talked to her this morning, but I talked to her late last night, and she said that some of the people in her area, because she lives in a different city, had gotten their lights back, but she hadn't gotten her lights back yet. Uh, Miss White, I got to check on Miss White today. Yesterday, I knew she was going to be all right because she had somebody taking care of her. Y'all know Miss White is the little old lady that's 95 years old that I met down at the church when she was lost. And we keep in contact. Well, Miss White's neighbors love her to death. She has neighbors on both sides, and the neighbor across the street, baby, Miss White is their mama or their grandmama. They love her. So Miss White is good, okay? And everybody so far, I haven't gotten any calls from anybody that didn't make it through. Now they might be suffering from some damage to their home or psychological damage. They might be trying to get over the trauma of last night before last and yesterday, but they good, okay? Let me get my speculars on here this morning so I can see what's really going on. Okay, I think I spoke to everybody, so I'll speak to the rest of them as they come in. But I don't know. I really wanted to talk about fear today. And I just had to come up with a topic, Auntie. Hey, my Reba, how you doing, sugar? And that's what I came up with because it's true. I don't fear anybody. That's probably what I should have said, but I just said I don't fear you. Not even knowing that I guess you telling me she has been over there talking. I don't care. I don't have that time for that childish behavior. Miss Audrey's in the building, welcoming everybody to Chatting with Ms.V. Thank you, God, for protecting everyone through the storm. That's the second of many. 2 times we um been graced with his presence of bypassing us. And hopefully nobody, I haven't seen the weather report or what happened out in Katy yesterday, if anybody, lost their life or was got any damage, anything, but hopefully they survived it, okay? It's out of our will, it's God's will. Some things in life we can't do nothing about. Miss Vivian said, I'm up in the building and I hit that like button. Hello, Miss V, and hello to you, Miss Vivian, and all the wonderful subscribers. Thank you, Miss Vivian. Auntie is saying, hey, everyone, hope y'all have a good morning. I have to work, so I can't speak individually. Miss Audrey is here to help. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate Miss Millie and Miss Audrey coming in and taking the trolls out. Really, I don't really care if y'all take them out or let them in because I'm not going to be too much into the comments today anyway. So if they want to come in here and act a fool and show y'all who they are, that's on them. Oh, Miss Lady JJ said, hold up, Miss V, before you get started, I got something to say. I've been up in here 8 months and I need you to let the folks know I'm a beautiful butterfly. And do I appreciate you? You better believe I do. Okay, let's talk about it. So this morning, I just came up with this when I woke up. Nobody, normally, I talk about topics y'all want to talk about, but this morning, this is the one that came to my mind, like I say, because of what happened yesterday and going through this storm season, okay? So we're going to talk about fear and fear itself. Confidence, okay, within yourself. What is fear? How to overcome fear? Training your mind to overcome fear. Everything is all in your head. It starts in your mind. Whatever you do and say, it needs to come from here. And if that is messed up, that's what's going to come out your mouth, and that's what you're going to do. Hey, Catrice, look at you. I see you, baby. You unblocked. We found you Sunday morning. I put the word on the street to let Catrice know. If she came up in here, baby, that woman had you blocked under the Google account. Okay? That's why I couldn't find you. Hell, I ain't know it was no blocking no Google account. But trusting people, and then you see what they do? Fear. I don't fear them. I realize there's some issues. So until that's you, welcome and thank you for hanging in here with me until I found you, Catrice. That I should be thanking you. You didn't leave. You kept coming, baby. And I appreciate that. Back to fear. What does fear cause? The main courses to get through fear and the causes of fear. What is GAD? You ever heard of GAD? GAD? We're going to talk about it. Okay. What are the symptoms of fear? How can you relieve the stress of fear? Fear causes you to do a lot of things you normally wouldn't do and say. You wait till we talk about it. And what makes people afraid and fear? It's the fear within them that can cause them to do a whole lot of crazy stuff that in the end will let the world know. Okay? And they'll end up in a whole bunch of trouble. Just not being able to deal with themselves will cause them problems. I think you were probably hot when you were in your 20s. Salad Snapper, you would have to ask somebody that knew me when I was in my 20s, okay? But what I gathered from that is that you saying I was hot then, but I ain't now. I can take that too. I don't care. Okay, let's get on with it. What makes people afraid and fear comes boiling into their whole soul and their whole body. The root cause of fear. Let's work with that. So, first of all, the silent sniper. Yes, I'm still good. Yeah, I'm still good. I'm back to Ms.V. Yesterday I was tired and tired. You be up in this hot place with no air condition and these thick walls that y'all see, y'all can't hear nobody. And I don't hear the neighbors next door, but it was as quiet as a church house mouse, and it was dark, dark because the halls don't have no windows. People live on one side, and there's that great big brick wall, not brick, I keep saying brick, concrete wall that goes out to the garage. Okay? So it was a mess. And then those big old doors, they're automatic doors. So they automatically close. And you got to try to get through them doors to get to the next place you trying to go. Danielle lives down the hall and around the corner from me. So I have to open the door to get to her section. It's, I told you, very well secured. All right. So what is fear? An unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by anticipation or awareness of danger. That's what fear is. It's a state marked by emotion. It's a simple emotion that can cause a lot of problems in your life, as an adult especially. If you haven't gotten over your fears by the time you became an adult, you're going to have some major issues. Yeah. It's something that you probably should have gotten over in your childhood that shouldn't be even bothering you now, but it is. So some steps to help you overcome your fears. First of all, people, God gave you 5 senses, a big old brain sitting up in your head, and you're not going to use it. Shame on you. The first thing you need to do is think. Think. Hey, city boy, how you doing, sugar? Okay. I don't know what you said, but you got blocked, but I spoke to you. Okay, keep it moving. Think about your physical feelings. Okay? Now I'm talking to each and every one of my little sugar wiggles, my beautiful butterflies, and all them that's hiding out there in the bushes. Those who will catch the replay later, you gotta think first about anything in life. Before you open up your big mouth to say something you know you ain't got no business saying, think, how is this gonna affect my life later? How is this gonna affect my chat? There may be some people going through what we're talking about right now this morning. Every time I come out here, I have to be mindful of that. I don't know what y'all going through, but hopefully this will help you this morning not to be worried about no fear. Fear nothing in life. Don't. Okay? ZEFV, what is that, baby? OYD, freedom of speech. Yeah, everybody got a freedom of speech. You say what you want to on your platform. It's your platform. What I say over here ain't got nothing to do with nobody else's platform. For as long as I ain't speaking on them, which I don't because I ain't got time. I'm a very busy woman. And I have content to bring to my people. All right? Okay. So you think about your physical feelings, your outward expressions, and your behaviors. Okay? The next thing you got to do after you think, if it's you got to change. That's the most painful thing to most people in life is change. They do not want to change. It's painful to them to make that change. It's going to cause some effort on their part to make that change. They are content with who they are, right or wrong or indifferent. They are content. In their minds, they are right. Hey, Alicia, how you doing, sweetie? I'm good. I'm good. God is good. Okay. Thank you, Miss Audrey. Tap that button in the middle 2 times. Go up in that right hand corner. Hit them 3 dots. A top. Hit my name up there. And the like sign will come up. Thank you. Okay. So first you had to think. Then you got to make that change. Now, some people ain't going to be able to make that change. I'm just going to tell you right now, they stubborn, they set in their ways, they don't see nothing wrong with what they doing. They deflecting off of your life onto their life. When people come out here and they are talking about you, and you ain't even thinking about them, you going through a storm. Baby, it's something wrong in their life. Ain't got nothing to do with you. And ain't nothing you can do to change it. Okay? Nothing. You got to let them be them. Let it all play out. Okay? Sooner or later, they're going to keep talking and they're going to do too much. It's just the way it is. Thank you, Alicia. It's time to do it again. She say she liked my hair. It's moving again. It's been going on 3 weeks. I can never get a month out of it because it grows so fast, especially when it's braided up and I don't have nothing to do with it. When I leave it alone, I ain't putting no heat in it. I ain't doing nothing to it. It'll grow. Okay? So the next thing after you think and you decide you're going to make that change for the better, let me break it down all the way down to you. It's got to come down to the situations that you're in. Look, forget me. Good morning, Miss Jean. Got to be going through something if you don't bother nobody. Exactly. You hit it on the nail, baby daddy. Happy birthday to you, Alicia. So the attachment that you attach to, usually these people are going to attach to somebody. Just watch the movement. Watch the movement out here on YouTube. Watch the movement in real life. They're not strong enough to sit up here on this platform without a panel around them. They're not strong enough to come out here by themselves and get on their platform and do them. They attach to somebody that's stronger than them. Maybe not physically, but they have a bigger mouthpiece. They can lure in an audience, and that's who they're attaching themselves to, because they want that same type of affection, that same type of attention, that same type of love. I watch the love that's given to me. I don't want no love that ain't genuine. Love is love, okay? But it's not always expressed in the right manner. People may be following you for the wrong reason. Maybe their life is just as messed up as yours is, or mine could be. And that's why they following you. Maybe they just like talking about people all day long. So they follow you. I just glad that ain't my life. Okay? Mm-mm. Nope. Did Kimmy come in? Hey, good morning, Kimmy's World. Good morning. Just stopping by to say hello. A big hello to you, and you have a wonderful day, Kimmy. I'm just so thankful to be here this morning. Um, Alicia, you are very complimentary. Thank you. I appreciate that. Miss Kendra Corner, content creator, came over here and told me. She bold. I told y'all, let Kendra just tell me whatever's on her mind, but I can appreciate that because she coming from the heart. Miss V, you look good in red lipstick. Well, this ain't the red Kendra wanted. She wanted that real loud, fiery red. But this is what I got, because this is what I saw. I wasn't going to no 10 different places in that heat looking for the color she wanted me to wear. I'm going to wear what I got, okay? That's what I found. So this is what it is, okay? Um, so may I strongly suggest to you that you start with the easiest one of your stressors first, because that's all it is. It's just stress, a feeling of emotions that causes stress. Uh, Stiff challenges. I love your positivity. Thank you very much. You got to be positive and you got to be confident within yourself. You cannot come out here and address a platform and think you're going to grow and move and you looking like you scared of the folks and you scared to talk to the people. No, you got to have confidence in yourself to make it throughout life. You sitting up there with all the confidence in the world for as long as you got somebody on the right, somebody on the left, somebody behind you, and somebody leading you. I ain't following nobody like that. No, not me. Going on. Whoever choose, bye. Okay. Allow yourself to feel the fear. If you keep brushing it off in your mind and telling yourself, I ain't scared, but you really is shaking inside, okay? You really falling apart inside. Good morning, Cheryl P. Welcome, welcome, as always. Think, how do I attack the problem? Think, and I cannot stress thinking enough. Think how you're going to attack the problem, not the person. People want to come out here and attack the person, but the problem is within you. It ain't with the person. You making it the person because lack of confidence in you, the fear in you. Follow me. Alicia says they're doing too much. Perhaps so. Like I say, hey, I've been weathering the storm. I don't know and don't care personally. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Their problems ain't my problems. Okay, whatever they doing, I don't know. And hey, like I say, ain't my problem. Okay, I'm dealing with my problems. I'm dealing with my stresses. I'm dealing with fear. No, done been through too much in life to worry about fear. Okay, that ain't my problem. Work your way through it. You thought about it. You made the change. You thought about the situation you were in. I strongly suggested to you to start with the easiest fear first. Allow yourself to feel the fear and work your way through it. All right? Let's see what you're saying, Stips. Jesus Christ, please protect everyone. I love you, Jesus Father. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to know that. Good morning, Lucinda, content creator and Legend of Oz. I didn't welcome you. I was messing with you. Content creator, okay? Ed would say people be mad at themselves, so they blame others instead of holding themselves accountable. No accountability for their life whatsoever. They're not even telling you nothing about their life. They're too invested into your life. So you see where their time is spent invested in yours, whether it's true or whether it's not true. What should it matter to them? Why aren't they talking about their life? They can't. It's something messed up in their life. They ain't finna come out here and tell you why they doing and saying what they doing. They can't do that. What happened to them? Why are they like that? Why are they fake and flawed and phony? Why were you underneath this person if you didn't really like them? Why are you coming out here talking about them now? Huh? Why were you wanting to come to this lady's house? Why you invite yourself there? But you felt this way? That's psychotic. You got to worry about that kind of stuff now. Worry about staying out from around them because they dangerous. Yeah, they real dangerous. Let's see, 18 years and older, please, on this chat. I said today I want a 30 and over in my hashtag today because I don't think you really got it together in order to know. These kids today are so different. They don't fear a whole lot of stuff. They don't fear death. They don't fear nothing. That's why a lot of them are in the ground. A lot of them are in the jails because they don't fear nothing. We grew up with the fear of our parents, okay? You wasn't going to get in no trouble because you feared them. They don't fear you. They see how you living. How you going to tell them anything? I have kids, I have a wife, and I'm scared for my future. Don't be afraid of your future. God holds your future, and you hold your future. Only you and him hold your future in your hand. And you can't be afraid because you got kids. Okay? Steps. That's a childhood thing. You got to get past that. I don't know your age, but you got to get past that. You better go to him in prayer and tell him to take that fear away from you. You have nothing to be afraid of. I know we live in a cruel, hard world these days where people will say and do anything. Let them. That's the world we live in. They ain't proving nothing. They can't. Okay, even if you had a jail record or you had a dope, you ain't the first. You won't be the last. You past that. You over that. Let them live back there. You got to keep on moving. You can't let your life stop behind what people do and say. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Miss Audrey. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing, Lucinda. Edward says, it's whatever you want. Okay, y'all talking. They got a little love thing going over here. That's my couple that got engaged, Miss Reba and Mr. Edward. Congratulations. Chatting with Ms. V, okay? He wanting to know what she want for lunch. Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of man y'all ought to be looking for. Instead of that kind of man that don't care whether you have any lunch or not. See what I'm saying? And they ain't got no scared. They're not scared about anything or anybody out here. They proclaim their love over here on Chatting with Ms.V. And they showing the world they in love. And I just pray it just stay like that forever and ever till the real vows come. To death do they part. Okay? Correction, 30 years or older on this chat today. That's what I put. Because I don't think you really understand fear in your 20s. And especially in this day and time. I don't. You just out there living. You just out there enjoying yourself. Think back to your 20s. And you didn't live in this time. Did you really fear a whole lot? We ain't have really a whole lot to fear. They got a whole lot to fear now, and they ain't even fearing it. So why would somebody, old person, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, be fearing anything? You're not connected to nothing and nobody. There ain't no higher being in your life. It ain't no God in your life. And even if you believe in the universe, it ain't in your life. Why would you be afraid? Make it make sense. Good morning, Mackenzie. How you doing, sugar? And Jose, good. This morning, yeah, it's still morning. I have to look at the clock. I wake up early, so you gotta face your fears. Some things in life must be met by you and you alone. I don't care. You can't carry no posse around with you always. Okay. Mm-mm. Even if you go back to the westerns, sometimes the main character got shot and he had a whole posse behind him. You put yourself in that situation when you made the choice to do what you did. Nobody but you, if you grown. And you say you're grown. Why can't you act as an adult then? Because you haven't made that choice. That choice to change. You got to train your mind to overcome your fears. You got to start by learning relaxation. There are a lot of relaxation techniques out there, and that's what you got to learn. If you want to live to be as old as me, 70, you're not going to make it healthy anyway. Busted up, broke down at the doctor every day. Something always wrong. You get this fixed, then there's something else going on. You got miles of medication, one medication working against the other medication because it's all chemically formed by man. Oh my God. Try getting on your knees. I tell you. I've had to get down there a minute a day. Some things medication won't work. Okay. Some do need the medication and need to go get it. Think. Make that choice. I have battled cancer. I'm proud and pray. God help me. See, you've been through something. So you know him now. Sometimes he got to put things in your life for you to actually connect with him and be real with the people and be real with yourself. You can tell when people are connected and when they're not connected by the words that come out of their mouth. Meditation is the key. You got that right. Go away. Didn't he go out in the woods and pray alone by himself? Then I think if you following him, then maybe you should try that. Find somewhere in your house. See, I can do it all over my house. Ain't nobody in here that's throwing me off balance up in here. And I love it. The whole house can be a prayer house if I want it to be. Prayer changes things, people. Get connected. Good morning to you, Chrissy. How you doing, Chrissy? Start believing in those relaxation techniques. Lucinda just brought up one, which is meditation. Meditate on you. Don't be out here trying to govern and think you in the legal system where you can throw a charge against somebody. Who are you? You got anything invested into that system? Did you go to school to be that? Laws are different in every state. This is a big old state. They have different laws in different counties here. You don't know the law in every state. Just try not to break them and you won't have no problems, okay? But if you don't go by the law and you think you are bigger and better than the law, they'll show you. Okay, Stips, come by anytime. Right, mine too. Prayer area is helping me a lot. It'll help you to overcome. You may not see it right away. Just keep doing it. Stay focused. Don't let people get you off your path. Because when you're trying to serve him, my experience is he coming for you. I'm talking about that devil. Didn't he come for the Lord? Why you think he ain't coming for you? You better think about it. Drop them shoulders. You know, people are usually like this when they tensed up and when they afraid, and then, you know, eyes all big and they looking all crazy and stuff. And when they come out here, they can't keep it together. They just stuff is just fluently flowing out of their mouth because the devil is in them and he's using them. Yeah. Drop them shoulders down. Relax. Okay? Think before you speak. Go to him versus people. People ain't no good these days. It's all about them monies again. And whatever you tell them, they're going to twist it and turn it to be what they want it to be anyway, because they ain't like you from the beginning. They ain't like you no way. Then eventually they'll come out and they'll let you know. But the good part about it is you don't need them. They don't have no purpose in your life. Thank you. Thank you. So I can keep my journey rolling with who I want to roll with, okay? Because you don't need to be a part of my journey. You tearing me down and you think I want you on my journey? You better get. Okay. Okay, Auntie, you speaking the facts. Thank you, Reba. As the song says, Lord, deliver me. Thank you. Yes, indeed. You got to ask him for it, okay? You can't just walk around here and think, oh, everything going to fall in your lap. Oh, I'm going to go out here and just tell the people what I know my crowd wants to hear. And they just going to bless me and shower me with this money today. That money going to last about just like that. Key ain't work for it. It ain't no benefits to that money either. I need benefits at this age. I worked for them. See what I'm saying? You see the difference? YouTube ain't got no benefits. That's why I can come out here now, because I got benefits. And I can talk to the people. I can not talk to the people. I can sign off right now if I want to, go on about my life and about my business. It's a good place to be. It's a fun place to be. You just build your audience on that. Those that want to hear, gonna come. Those that don't want to hear, they're gonna troll in and they're gonna get blocked and they're gonna troll right on up out of here and go find them a channel where they can do what they do. Talk about people, lie on people, irritate people if they can. You can't get in my head like that. Keep trying now. Try a massage. Lucinda said meditate. Work that tension out through exercise. Okay? Go to a yoga class. Tai Chi. Take a long walk. Sit back in your own home, in your own chair, without being disturbed. Turn the phone off. Don't answer the door. What difference is it going to make whether you answer the door or not answer the door? A person that want to get with you, they going to call back. Or you going to see they called and you can call them back. Y'all, oh, I got to take this. Look, it ain't nothing I got to do now but breathe, eat, sleep, and get on up out of here. Okay? That's it. Ain't nothing that devastating or that important. Here I was one day, hold on, y'all, I got to take the doctor's call. Y'all remember that? Where's the doctor today? The one that was the specialist with my knee. And here is it. So was that phone call that important? In my head, it was at the time. But if he ain't here no more, he can't take care of my knee no more, that means I got to go find somebody else, right? I'm just making it clear for you, okay? My neighbors think the worst of me with assumptions, and now they're mad because I'm unbothered. Edward, let them. They didn't get to know you. That happens a lot of times when people don't really get to know you. They look at you through an eye virtually and not in real life. You've never conversated with them. You've never sit down and broke bread with them. Y'all ain't never been out together nowhere. Y'all ain't never took a vacation together. And these vacations will really tell your story about who you really are. You see a lot of these people going on these vacations and stuff together, and then they come back, they ain't friends no more because the real them came out. It wasn't the them that you saw every day. Something was already said on the backside that should have never been said. You got to watch it, especially when you out here with the public. I have too many people that know me that come into my chat constantly. People that are watching me here yesterday, family. Okay, yesterday, I'm down in the game room. We're playing cards. There are people who have subscribed to my channel that live here. that listened to me. There were 8 of them in that room yesterday that are in the bushes. Only one of them have come out. But when I'm inviting them to come to my page yesterday, oh, don't you remember I came in and gave you a donation? I'm such and such. Remember we met at the pool. They're listening to you. So why would I care about what people that don't know me think? Haven't I told y'all before? It's the people I do know, not the people I don't know. They don't know me. Okay? That's what people need to stop and think. Do I need to respond to this? No. Do I need to watch it? No. Do I care? No. Okay? As we begin this new eating healthy, do what works for you. Do a cleansing inside and outside. Make a positive change and let your life shine. Miss Audrey is pushing us living longer by eating healthier and not having to go to the doctor so darn much. Okay, when you got to go in there with a list of the different medications you on, you probably on too many. Hey, Miss Tina, good morning. How you doing? Fear is a primal emotion in response to recognizing danger or threat. That's what it is. Think about it. Fear causes psychological changes that may produce behavioral reactions, such as aggressiveness. Let's start listening to people, how aggressive they can be in their tone. That's anger. Could be caused by fear. The way they hit that platform, they ain't even hardly spoke to you in a nice tone. And they carry that tone all the way through. That's aggressiveness in their response. They feel threatened. So they have to come out and they have to defend themselves. I ain't threatened by nobody. I don't have to defend nothing. And I done defended all I'm going to defend. Now, you might need to defend yourself in a court of law. I don't know, and I don't really care. That's why I carry myself the way I do. That's why I don't come out here lying on folks. I don't know them to be lying on them. I ain't finna make up nothing about them because they lied on me. I'm going to go lie on them. Not me. Because in the end, who gets charged with that? Not me. Them. Okay? Hell, I'm trying to live my own life as peaceful as possible. I ain't got time for drama. Edward, that's their loss. What a wonderful person you are. Thank God for you. Exactly. They know each other. You see what I'm saying? It's got to be something that they are envious of, jealous of. Maybe it's no more than he live over there in peace in his own home and he don't bother with them. Do you know people would get upset with you when you don't bother with them? If you have and you walked away from them because you didn't like their conversation, you knew they were talking about you, and they want you to stay up underneath them? Okay, that ain't me. You can sometimes hear it in their voice when they're talking. They can't keep it calm. They can't speak to you like I'm speaking to you. Let me go back and get this comment. Eli, I think one of the most important gifts God give us is awareness, especially self-awareness. Know thyself. Ooh, you made a powerful, positive statement there. You sure did. If you don't know yourself, how you gonna deal with anybody else? How you gonna say, nah, I ain't going there today. I don't want to go there today. I think of a situation. I was probably about, I remember I was in high school. It was our senior year. My friend BJ, who comes into the chat from time to time, who I live with when I go into my hometown. We've been friends since elementary school. Her boyfriend, this is our senior year, wanted to go out in a boat. on the Washita River. And he did. Valina called me and say, hey, me and Clarence, rest in peace, Clarence, is going out on the Washita River. You want to go with us? Of course I did. But I got to go ask my mama. So when I went in there and I asked her immediately, she said no. No explanation. They didn't give explanations as to why. And don't you ask why in my era. Okay? These kids now, well, why, all that. Whoa. I still got teeth, don't I? I wouldn't have had no teeth. Okay? That's what I'm saying. You grew up in the house I grew up in. Don't ask why. You go back to the phone and you say, nah, mama said no. Okay, well, I'll see y'all when I get back. The harsh reality of what happened after that day is Clarence got out the boat and got caught in a tidal wave. Next time we saw him was at the funeral. She's got scratches on her arm today where she tried to hang on to him and he slid off in that water. Now, that could have been me. Sometimes older people, most of the time, they're wiser than you. But do you want to listen? No, you think you know everything. That's why I don't fool with folks like that. Go on, do what you got to do, baby. Because I already been down that road that you on. Most probably. I done already hit that brick wall. And if I keep telling you not to go down that road and hit that brick wall and you want to go, bye. See you. Hey, go get a good morning. How you doing? Let's see. It's because I washed my A and look presentable at all times. Okay. See, it don't take much for people to get upset with you. Not at all. Okay. Let's get back to it. You can sometimes hear it, like I said, in people's voices. They come out here all aggressive behind something somebody said that they don't even know. Girl, where they do that at? You got that much time in your life to even sit up and look at them? And worry about what they saying when you know it's a lie? I ain't got that kind of time. I got a dresser drawer over there. I got to go to Home Depot and get some stuff. And me and Danielle need to fix that drawer today. We need some wood glue and some nails. See what's on my mind? Got time for that. So, for the Bible readers, there's 31 places in the Bible you can go. There are 31 verses about overcoming fear. That tells me that these people ain't never, ever looked at it. They ain't never went to the back of the Bible to look up the word fear and find out what it says, okay? In order to fear, you must be aware of how realization began. And again, it's in your head. Your brain controls your emotions. Use it for more than a hat rack, okay? That's why we need to open our eyes, stop and listen. God sends us signals and we need to pay attention. He always does. You miss the signal because you're too busy on the phone telling somebody else about it to get that assurance from them that you right in what you did. You ain't got sense enough to know right from wrong. Don't call yourself an adult. Don't call yourself grown, okay? Because grown people know right from wrong. If you were taught, even if you had to teach yourself, life should have taught you by now right from wrong. And you can keep doing it, but because that ain't my business. But you should know by now. Let's get a little deeper. So the main causes of fear is certain specific objects or situations. People have fear of spiders, insects, snakes, heights, flying in an airplane, drowning in water. Those are all fears, people. You have to learn to control that emotion in order to get past that and through that. If you're afraid of flying and you've never flown before, you're not connected, because first of all, you'd have sense enough to know that it's more accidents that happen on U.S. highways and freeways than up in the air. Yeah, up in the air, it's usually fatal. But you're going to leave here some kind of way. And when it's your time, you up out of here. I don't care if you laying up in your bed. You got to get there though. See, I'm there. That's why we need to open our eyes and stop and listen to God sends us signals, and we need to pay attention. You're exactly right. Hold on, I might be missing somebody. Let me make sure I got all the comments in here. Samuel, good morning. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. I don't know why it always go to top comments and then I be missing comments. I'm sorry. I got to remember to toggle it back for some reason. All right. Future events. There are people who are afraid. I'm going to call Miss Audrey. We're going to an event. And then all of a sudden, I chicken out. Why? Fear. Fear of what? Of maybe who's going to be there, or I just don't have enough confidence in myself to be able to walk through that door with confidence and find me a seat, or let them seat me and sit me by a stranger. I don't have that confidence. That's where the confidence is going to come in to help you resolve that fear that you have in you. Imagine events in your head that ain't even happened or may never even happen. Do you know people live their life and suffer from anxiety because of imaginary thoughts and events of what could happen or what might happen that ain't never happened? Real environment danger. I went through one yesterday. That's an environmental danger, but it ain't caused by man. It is caused by God. You do what you got to do. You say your prayers and you walk on through it. Yeah, was I tired at the end of the day of being hot, aggravated by the darkness? I like light. I like for the sun to come up. You get your vitamin D from the sun. It's a reason that sun is coming up. I couldn't live in a place where it's dark all the time. Half the year it's just dark. That's depressing. Oh no. I went through what could have been a depression when I was living out in Vancouver. I just get there in the first 40 days, it rains every day, and you're all the way across country. I lived on the East Coast at that time, and I'm way out there on the Northwest corridor. I ain't got no family there. The closest family I got is in Seattle. I'm up in Vancouver, Washington. It's a lot of things in life I could have let get to me. You're here. You're going to meet people here. You're going to enjoy your stay while it's here. You're going to school, flight school, to be a flight attendant. Okay? That's what you got to concentrate on. Everything else is beneath me. I'll be back after a while, couple of months. It's the way you got to look at it. And I can still call by phone, and we can still Zoom. So why should I go through anxiety or depression? You may or may not have heard of GAD, G-A-D. It's a generalized anxiety disorder. It can make life feel like a constant state of worry, fear, and dread. The good news is it's treatable. We got plenty of therapists out there. And I don't understand therapists sometimes. You sit around people, and I know you can't diagnose the people if you know them. But how can you stay there when you know they wrong in what they doing and what they saying and how they hurting people? Are you helping them? Or are you hindering them? Because you got that therapist behind your name. You got that degree. I was just wondering, I always got questions. Learn the symptoms and seek help. It is when you worry, that's when things get out of control. All right, hold on. I have a genetic skin disorder, and my confidence in myself is what bothers my neighbors. Why should it bother them? They don't have a skin disorder. I just can't get into some people's heads. What's going on with me ain't got nothing to do with them or you, nobody. Mind your business. Okay, if you're confident with your skin disorder, it ain't bothered Reba. She's saying I do as soon as possible. Why in the Sam Dickens should it bother them? Huh? Them people ain't no good for you. Watch them, okay? Good morning, Miss Mary T. How you doing? I was worrying about you and praying that you and my family and friends were safe and out of harm's way. We're good, Miss Mary. Thank you so much for the prayers. I appreciate that. All the intercessory prayers that people prayed yesterday, it worked. Okay, a good example. Prayer works. That is right there. You would not imagine the phone calls I got, and I couldn't even call them back. I could see them coming through, but the phone would automatically, if I dial a number, it would just click right off. The texts, I could see part of them, and they might just fade away. That's how bad it was. No kind of connection with a phone. Even if we drift off the path, stop, pray, and ask God, is this where I shall be? If not, please direct my path and thank you. So true, Miss Audrey. Okay? Then once you learn the symptoms, seek help. Don't just, I figured out what's wrong now. Go seek help. If you're not connected with God where you can listen, you don't even know when he's talking to you. You don't even know when it's him and when it's something in your head. Go seek the help you need. There's plenty of therapists out there. Plenty of them. And I'm sure they'd be glad to have you as a client. Shmoneys, okay? But they helping you in the process. They have what is called out there exposure therapy. Okay? How you pronounce it? Phobia. Making eye contact with people. Watch a person when they can't make eye contact with you when you're talking to them and they're looking down, they're looking around, and they ain't really looking at you, and they're looking like this at you instead of looking directly at you. It'll tell you a lot. Reba's saying, please seek help. We'd have a better world. It's obvious nobody around them cares. Because somebody should have snatched them up by now and said, hey, sister, why you wasting all this time? Why you doing what you doing? Why you saying what you saying? That person don't even care nothing about you. It ain't stopping their life. They moving on. You the one stuck in a rut, not them. What is it really bringing you? How has it benefited you? This person came out here after you and done surpassed you and steady going. Look at your age. Look at her age. Why are you picking on that old woman? That woman ain't nowhere near you. These are the questions that should be asked by the people that they're saying it to. But nobody bothers to ask. They just go along with it like, oh, well, she said it, so it's got to be true. Y'all, come on, get a grip, okay? On your own life, if you believe it, okay? King Edward, you are God's child. He made you. Continue to rise up and keep walking the path of glory. Edward is there now, okay? That's why he can do what he does. He can sit there and he can look at them and be unbothered because he know who he is. Once you know who you are, the little elementary kindergarten games that people play, it don't bother you. Let it bother them, okay? He knows he's a man about his business, okay? People don't know how to mind their own business. And because I do mind my own business, it's a problem in the neighborhood. Well, let it be that problem. Just keep doing what you do, okay? Oh, no, baby. I thought I turned that phone down, I guess. Just know that there are predators out there. They ain't got nothing else to do but come for you. It's a reason, though. Why do they keep coming for you when you're not coming for them and you're not bothering them? Fear can cause jealousy. Fear can cause anger. Fear can cause you to be evil. It can cause a whole lot of problems within you that people see through it because you're unbothered. And you can sit there and say, oh my God, I wish they would get the help that they need. They're really psychotic. They're really sociopaths out there, people. Be aware of it. They'll deflect their problem off on you, but the real problem is in them. They can't move past their problem. They were neglected maybe in childhood. They didn't get the love they needed in childhood. They have not accomplished what they want to accomplish in life, and maybe you have. And they don't have it, so they want to bring you down to where they are. But they can't. So here they come. What's up, Tajisti? Just stay calm, cool, and collected. Breathe in, people. Breathe out. Keep it calm. Challenge your thoughts. What you think. My thing is always first, why? If I can get the whys accomplished in my head, I can go from there because I know exactly how to deal with you. You came out here. You said what you said. You did what you did. Now, why? Once I put that piece together, the whole puzzle fits. Try it. Get that why. Conquer that. Then it won't bother you. Because you'll know you don't need them. They need you. If you would come back in their life, if you would apologize to them, you didn't do nothing to them, but that's what they want. They want to bully you back into their life. It's not going to happen. Not with me. Things were good when I was there. You decided to change things. So I done gone on about my business. Okay? And that's where you have to look at it. Your loss, my gain. Because I guarantee you, I was benefiting you. Anybody's life I come through, it's going to be a benefit there. It's going to be a benefit. Trust me on that. I gave you something. I supported you. I did something for you. I have not walked through nobody's life yet and took nothing from them. Nope. I'm very sharp. When I see it ain't working, silently walk away. Release the anger and the anxiety and perhaps the depression. And just don't worry about it no more. Give it to God. And don't you go trying to take it back from him. If you give it to him, then give it to him and let him fix it. Because if you could have fixed it, it had already been worked out, right? Okay. That's what I'm saying. We are listening to Ms.V. encouraging and powerful words. Some did rise this morning. Thank you, God, for one more sunny day. Exactly. Even if it's a rainy day. Hey, it ain't going to rain always. Where there's sunshine, there's rain. Life is balanced. If there's black, there's white. If it's east, it's west. Life is balanced. We unbalance it. Okay? Know that. Where there's right, there's wrong. Anything you do, it up, down. Everything in life is balanced. If it becomes unbalanced, you did it. Okay? Visualize things for yourself. Stop trying to see things through somebody else's eyes or somebody else's opinion. Don't you have your own? Aren't you grown enough at this point to be able to make your own discernment and your own decision? Okay, if you're not, then you need to back it up and go back, move back a piece and bring yourself back up to where you need to be because you ain't there. Think it through. Change is painful. Focus on you. That's a challenge within itself, just focusing on you. Getting through this day doing what I have to do. I can't worry about what all y'all have to do up in this chat this morning. It ain't my business. You were living your life before you ever met me, and you're going to be living your life if I drop dead right now. What ain't my business ain't my business. Learn that. Hold on. So what makes people scared? It's the cortisol. It's the adrenaline. Those are stress hormones. That is the problem right there. They're not balanced. I just told you everything in life was balanced. So if it becomes a problem, it's going to run your blood pressure up. It's going to make your heart rate different, probably too fast, beating too fast. Usually when you're stressed out, it's not going to slow it down. It's going to be too fast. Your breathing is going to be off. When you're mad, your shoulders are up here when you're mad. My heart is racing. Okay, my blood pressure's up. My pulse is off. How is that helping you? You just killed yourself. You are setting your death sentence up. I be doggone, not me. Now is the time for you to use your brain. Talk about the whys. The whys should come into play first. Hey, Tasha, good evening. Yeah, no, it's still morning. Good morning, Tasha. Edward is saying, when you give it to God, leave it there, because doing it on your own becomes a disaster. You know from experience, facts. I'm with you. Been there and done that. Okay? Once you get to be this age, it's a lot of things you've done and a lot of things that you may have done wrong and had to correct in life. So stop leading people down the wrong path. Because if you 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, you should don't encourage people to do the wrong thing, because you're going to be charged with that just as well as the person that did the wrong thing. People don't love you when they don't stop and tell you when you're wrong. The one and only, hi, how you doing? Okay. And welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. They don't love you. If they sit there and listen to you every day, whatever world you living in, and they don't try to tell you why, they don't ask you why, never. They just go along with it, and then they start making their comments negatively like you did, and they ain't proved nothing to you. Who are you? You are a follower of the devil. Yes, you are. Sorry to have to bring that bad news to you this morning, but that's who you are. You ain't got no more sense than the person you listening to. Do you know that person? Do you? Have you been in that person's company? You been in that person's house? Oh, you been there to events with that person. Oh, y'all done broke bread together. And even then, you don't know that person. It takes years of consistency of a person for you to know who they are. It's the inconsistencies that make me figure out whether, oh, wait a minute, you done changed. You're not that person that I met. Oh, whoa, I want off. You ain't got to tell me to get off. I can get off on my own. Okay? Goodbye, sir. You have a nice day, okay? Tasha saying facts, Auntie. Listen to what they're saying. Did you allow it to affect your emotions with your response? You see, a lot of times I come out here just like Auntie told me. As soon as I came in here, she looked at the topic and assumed that I was talking about that lady when I ain't even looked at that lady, because my phone wasn't even working, and I went to sleep after I finally got comfortable in my own home. I can't allow what she does or what she says affect me, because it doesn't. It's not my life. That's her life, okay, that she lives in. And she allows me to live in her head. That's her business. That ain't my business. But I be doggone if she gonna live in mine. No, 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 no. She's already shown me who she is. She said what she said, to the point that she's gonna beat me up and she's gonna take me out. I don't fear anything or anybody. Okay? The why should come in again. Why did this lady do this? Why did this lady say that? Whatever she said, why? Why? Nobody asked why. That's why you never know. You don't know the truth from a lie. If she tell you why, then you figured out, well, wait a minute. Something wrong with you. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. How does it affect your life? It doesn't. They're not a part of your world anyway. So why should you care? If it doesn't, then it's a waste of your time. You need to keep it moving. It's better and bigger places for you to go and see, and people that's bigger and better than that for you to meet and be with in life. It's a whole world of people out there. One person is going to affect you like that. I'm glad it ain't my issue. They are not the same energy as you. Okay? You got to understand all of this to get rid of your fears. You got to understand this to be a social media vlogger or content creator or anything. Nobody should be able to intimidate you. This is my channel. How can I let somebody come over here and intimidate me on my channel? No, you tune it out. Okay, I already heard that. Okay, you're doing a repeat performance. Okay, prove some of this stuff. Okay, Shonda B, my grandpa helped build the green light building in the background on your beautiful picture. Oh, really? That one. It's a beautiful picture, a beautiful building downtown. When you really get the significance of it, what was your name? Shonda. Is at night when they all lit up at night. That's a beautiful scene. And this is old. It doesn't look like that now. I keep saying I need to go find a new Houston and maybe put a smaller picture on the side so you can see how there's no spaces in between buildings now. And there's building behind buildings all the way across downtown. Yes, it's a beautiful scene at night. Congratulations to your grandpa. Awesome, amazing job. Whoever did all of those buildings. I like this one here also, the way they did that. Yeah, and that is certainly a beautiful building right there. It's a cylindrical building, but the way it's lit up at night. That picture doesn't do it justice. But if he's still alive, tell him Ms.V said that's awesome work, okay? Hey Zoe, good morning. James, how you doing this morning? You are better than that show, The View. Oh, really, Tasha? Woo, that's a compliment. Thank you, baby. Uh, Good morning, by Catherine. She lives in peace. Peace. Never pieces, okay? Good morning to you. Happy to see you made it through safely. I got all of y'all's comments. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it, Catherine. And thanks for coming in this morning, okay? Because some of them I haven't gotten to any replies. I just hit the little heart and hit the little like button on you, okay? But I do appreciate it. Okay. So ask yourself, who are they? Look at their life and look at yours. That'll tell you lots too. Ain't no peace in their life. You can't do that and say you living your best life, and you can't do that and say you got peace in your life, you got harmony in your life, you got everything it takes to keep you moving and motivated and inspired enough to get up and go face the world. Come out here on your social media channel early in the morning. Give a message that might help somebody. They want to compare, you compare. You look at the lives and you see what you see. You walk through here with me, all around with me all the time. Do you ever see me fussing and fighting and cussing and acting a fool out there? Inside here, outside there? Not who I am. The people that know, they know. Now, what's their motive? Why do they do it? That's another question. See, I always have questions, the whys and all of that, and then you'll figure out a lot of things. Just keep living your life. Don't worry about that life. Good morning, Miss Deborah. Welcome, welcome. So what was their motive? Normally it's shmonies, the lack of it. Not that they have it, the lack of it. Somebody come out here and they talking about what's in your bank account and what you got and what you don't have, and they ain't own it and they ain't never seen it. But in their minds, you ain't got nothing. Be careful, be aware of those people, okay? Look at people through your eyes. Stop looking at people through other people's eyes and see them for yourself. And be woman enough, grown enough, man enough to say, man, go on with that foolishness, okay? You say you're grown, but you ain't acting grown. Show the people you're grown by being an intellect. Show the people how educated you are. I don't care if you didn't go to college. You could have gotten an education from the world that you live in. Just living life every day with people. You're showing people that you've lived in a box, that you haven't branched out, you haven't gone anywhere, you haven't done anything, because you would know people are people all around the world. Same personalities here can be in anywhere in the world. It's how you deal with the people. I ain't never met no enemies nowhere. Not me. I ain't got no enemies. Not from my perspective. They may be my enemy, but they ain't no enemy of mine. Do you get what I'm saying? Pray for these people, that they find whatever they need in life to get them to where they trying to go. Good morning, Arthur. How you doing? Delia, every word is on point. So grateful to be receiving it. You're welcome. That's what I want. I want to bring a message that's going to help somebody get through life, get to where I am. I don't know how much life I got left. None of us do. But why would I want to go out here with the legacy and people be thinking, oh, yeah, I remember chatting with Ms.V. She used to sit over there and she talked about people all the time. She told people down. Yeah, she scammed people. She lied on people. That's not my legacy. No. Mine will be she helped those who didn't even like her. She minded her business. She stayed on her channel. She talked to her audience, and it wasn't about people. If the shoe happened to fit, okay, then you got to put that shoe on and you got to wear that shoe. But did I call your name? Did I say it was you? No, you knew you fit in that, what we were talking about. So deal with it. You created it. Accountability is lacking. Thank you. I appreciate that, Melissa. Okay. Something is desperately wrong in your life. You're unhappy and you continue the same path every day. You'll never be a happy camper. Never in life. The root cause of fear can be, and most times is, competition. Stay in your lane. When you compete in sports, compete in a card game, compete in swimming. Don't compete with another person's life. Your life is your life. My life is my life. How dare I come out here not knowing nothing about y'all's life and try to compete with y'all? And why would I? My life is already accomplished. I've accomplished the major things in my life I want. I need. You can't compare your life if you 40 and 50 and 60 with mine because I'm 70. I've lived longer. I'm supposed to have more knowledge, more wisdom, more of everything than you do. Unless I was just a dummy just sitting around here going die all day. Like Methuselah, I just came here and I lived and I died. I ain't do nothing else. I don't have nothing I can say I did in life. I don't have nothing to show for it. That's the ones that's going to tear you down, people. Understand that. Elevate above it. You don't have to stay there with them. Keep moving. Don't stop. They'll eventually move on when they see they can't get to you. What is going on? I was sending love. I don't know, Melissa. I said thank you. I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, Miss V appreciates the love. Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. All right, let me finish up because I've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. I could talk about this all day long. I could talk about it forever until I leave here. Okay, but people just messed up. Explore with the Edwards. Hello, good morning. How y'all doing? Come on in. Um, the root of fear breeds envy. It breeds jealousy and it breeds hatred. Fear. Okay? Fear, afraid to help yourself. First of all, it alerts you to danger. Fear does. It also can prepare you for what's to come. The problem is you got to be able to deal with it. I could have been afraid of the storm yesterday. I could have been so afraid I was just shaking like a leaf on a tree. I prepared myself, prepared my mind. I made sure I had food to eat. I got to survive this. Even without electricity, I thought about getting some coals. I thought about getting some lighter fluid. I thought about getting a pit. Even if them pits out there blew away, I had my own little pit. Okay? I was going to eat. I got my cast iron skillet. I got my hand can opener. The electric one ain't going to work. You got to think, people. You don't have time to be in nobody else's business, in nobody else's world when you got your own trials and tribulations. That's all I need y'all to do. Think for yourself. That's it. Figure it out. Stand alone. You don't need all these people around you. You're going to carry their burdens if you do, because they got problems too. And they're going to dump their problems out on you. Then you ain't just got your problems, you got their problems too. I deal with all kind of people throughout life, from the welfare all the way to the very wealthy. But I don't take on their problems. Even if they talk to me about it, they are no longer my problems. Once the conversation ends, it's back to me. And I ain't going telling their business because they trusted me not to tell it. See, that ain't a friend. If somebody tell you something and then you go back and you tell it and you put your take on it, your spin on it, you ain't no friend. Get away from me. Okay? Thank you, Miss Jackie, for being a sugar wooger for 6 months and my moderator. I appreciate you. Preparation is highly important. Be prepared for what's coming your way. Exactly. And you can't be prepared enough. That's the thing. Because you don't know. The next storm could come next week for all I know. I got to stay prepared throughout the rest of my life. Why? Because I'm aging. I'm getting older. A lot of people who were in my life even last year ain't here no more. You'll learn to stand on your own 2 feet if you age and you get to be my age or older. All right. This is wise counsel as always. Thank you, Catherine. I am preparing lunch for me and my husband, listening to the chat. Thank you, Deborah. Miss Mary T, you sure right, Miss V. It takes years to know people, and sometimes you still don't know them, and you don't. It could be your husband. That's why people get divorces, because people change, and you change. And if y'all not making these changes together, sooner or later you're gonna part ways. It happens. It has happened to me. Okay? I can only tell you about my life experiences and what I've been through and what I know. This ain't something that somebody told me. This is something I've been through. Okay? Good morning, Kendra. So let me sum it up here. Use fear as a warning, but be careful not to allow it to dictate your life. Don't allow it to become a phobia that can take you to a place you don't want to go. You are stronger than you think without ever saying a word. Y'all take care till we see each other again. Play back this message when you get to a point in your life where you are afraid or you fear anything, and trust and believe in the Lord, and He'll bring you through. Y'all have a great day. Hit the like button for me, share if you can, and we'll talk to each other later. Good day.